Emil Jacques Dalcroze grew up singing, dancing, and creating in Vienna, Austria. When he grew older, he studied under various masters in Paris. In 1886, he added Dalcroze to his last name. 6 years later, Dalcroze became a professor at a music conservatory in Geneva, but he began to doubt the teaching methods of the other professors. This is what started his search for a new teaching method that would better connect his students to music. Adolf Prosnitz influenced Dalcroze during this time, helping him develop a deeper musical understanding. Mathis Lussi and Pestalozzi are also among those who influenced Dalcroze. Dalcroze's philosophy starts with the basic idea that the mind and the body are one. From there, his ideas expand into the different components of musical learning: feeling, sound, thought, movement, and creativity. All of these components have a purpose in the classroom. Dalcroze isn't only for students, though. Another key part of Dalcroze's philosophy is that he believed that music is for everyone of all ages. This can be seen in his pedagogy, which involves regarding improvisation as a developmental process. There are four absolutes in Dalcroze's theory. The first is eurythmics, which is highly stressed in his method. Dalcroze believed in combining solfege with rhythmic movement and improvisation into rhythmic gymnastics. This allows the student to connect with the rhythm of the music by moving with it in different ways. The second absolute is solfege, which can also be referred to as ear training. Dalcroze strongly believed in fixed do in order to encourage perfect pitch in his students. The third absolute is that music is experienced through speech, gesture, and movement with time, space, and energy. This relates back to eurythmics in that connecting with music in ways different from sitting in a chair and creating it can be very beneficial. Feeling dynamics by raising or lowering your body, for example, can help you connect better with the music when you play it. The fourth absolute is that people learn best when multiple senses are engaged. Tactile, kinesthetic, oral, and visual senses are all equally important to learning music. Rather than just hearing the music you play, feeling your body interpret the music into a dance, or seeing it represented in the movement of a ball can help you better express the piece. Dalcroze's pedagogy often involves students being up and moving. One of Dalcroze's main beliefs was that feeling music should be taught just as much as music technique. Because of this, improvisation is a key part of his teaching method. Students are often set loose and allowed to move however they feel is best to fit the music they are hearing. At the same time, structure is also included, such as rhythmic walking, to allow for students to understand how their emotions can fit inside the boundaries of a piece of music. These sorts of movements can often be turned into games or activities while still holding a purpose in the classroom. A wide variety of tools can be used to teach these important ideas, such as balls, hoops, parachutes, rhythmic sticks, and many others. A beginning Dalcroze lesson involves mainly percussion and piano. Walking to improvised music is the most basic idea that would be introduced here. The movement serves to introduce beat, meter, pulse, rhythm, phrase, subdivision, and form to the student. An intermediate Dalcroze lesson involves learning about many things, such as polymeters, breathing, conducting, canon, counterpoint, rhythms, polyrhythms, and tension and relaxation. Anacrusis, crusis, and metacrusis are also taught at this level. They serve to teach about downbeats and how to play the notes that surround them. Creativity is a large part of the intermediate level lesson. Grouping students together can help them achieve this, especially if nonverbal communication is the only way for them to express the music. An advanced Dalcroze lesson can also be referred to as plastique anime. This lesson is more complicated than the previous ones and is often closer to loose choreography than anything. Although Dalcroze's ideas were rejected by many at first, his method is still used by teachers today to help students have a better connection to music. We will now demonstrate what parts of a Dalcroze lesson might look like.
We will begin by walking with rhythm. Now we will incorporate our movements.